Nash, Episode 8, The Seeker's Plan Unfolds. After barely escaping the collapsing archives, Arif, Jason, and Sarah regroup, determined to rescue Leo and uncover more about the Seeker's plans. But time is running out, and Arif must quickly learn how to master the pendant's power, or risk losing everything. Meanwhile, a dark truth about the Seekers comes to light, revealing their ultimate goal. Scene 1, The Aftermath. The trio sits around a campfire in an abandoned part of town, the night cold and quiet. Arif stares at the pendant glowing faintly in his hand. He's haunted by what happened in the archives, especially Leo's sacrifice to save them. Jason. We can't just leave him in there. The Seekers will have him by now, or worse. We don't even know if he's alive, Jason. That whole place caved in. Arif looks up, his face determined. He's alive. I know it. The pendant, it's connected to him somehow. I can feel it. Sarah glances at the pendant, her mind racing. If you're right, then we don't have much time. We need to figure out where the Seekers have taken him and what they plan to do next. Arif tightens his grip on the pendant. And I need to learn how to control this thing. If we're going to face them, I can't let it control me. Jason leans back, his voice skeptical. Yeah, but how? We don't have a manual for ancient magical artifacts lying around. Sarah's eyes light up as she remembers something. Actually, we do. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a crumpled page from the ancient book they found in the archives, covered in strange runes and diagrams. I grabbed this before the place collapsed. It looks like instructions, maybe even a way to train with the pendant. Arif takes the page, studying it closely. The symbols seem to shift and move, almost alive. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Jason gives him a reassuring pat on the shoulder. You don't have to be. We'll figure it out together. Scene 2, Training begins. The next morning, the trio finds a secluded clearing in the woods, far from prying eyes. Arif stands in the center, the pendant hanging around his neck, its energy crackling in the air. So what do I do? Sarah, reading from the page, furrows her brow. It says here you need to focus on your connection to the pendant. Its power responds to your emotions, your intentions. You need to calm your mind, focus on what you want it to do. Arif closes his eyes, taking a deep breath. The pendant hums, resonating with his heartbeat. He tries to focus on the feeling, on controlling the energy inside him. Suddenly, a burst of light shoots from the pendant, hitting a nearby tree and splitting it in half. Jason, laughing nervously, well, at least we know it works. Arif stumbles back, his hand shaking. I didn't mean to do that. It's like the power is too much. It's overwhelming. Sarah steps forward, her voice calm but firm. You're letting it control you. You're letting it control you, Arif. Try again, but this time, don't fight it. Let the energy flow through you. Arif nods, taking another deep breath. He focuses again, this time trying to work with the pendant's energy instead of against it. The glow intensifies, but this time he feels more in control. He raises his hand, and a gentle stream of light flows from the pendant, forming a protective barrier around him. I did it. You're getting there. But this is just the beginning. Scene 3, The Seeker's Plan Revealed. Later that night, as they rest by the fire, Jason is on watch while Sarah continues to study the ancient page. She suddenly gasps, her eyes widening in shock. Guys, listen to this. This isn't just about the pendant. It's about what the Seekers want to use it for. Arif and Jason gather around as Sarah explains. The pendant was designed to control time itself. If the Seekers gain control of it, they could change history, reshape reality however they see fit. They want to rewrite the past. Jason's eyes widen in disbelief. You're saying they want to, what? Erase everything? Control the world? Sarah nods, her face grim. Exactly. They believe they can fix the world by rewriting history, but the consequences could be catastrophic. The pendant's power is too unstable. If they use it, it could destroy everything. Arif clenches his fists, the weight of the pendant suddenly heavier around his neck. Then we can't let them get it. We have to stop them. Before anyone can respond, a figure emerges from the darkness. It's Leo, battered and bruised, but alive. They've already started. The Seekers have the tools they need to unlock the pendant's full power. They're going to use it soon. Arif rushes to Leo's side, helping him sit. Leo, we thought you were... No time. We have to move fast. They're planning something big, something they've been waiting centuries for. What do we do? Leo locks eyes with Arif, his voice urgent. You have to master the pendant completely. You're the only one who can stop them now. Arif's stomach twists. He barely managed to control a small fraction of the pendant's power earlier. But if the Seekers were planning to use it to rewrite history, he couldn't afford to fail. Scene 4. A new alliance. The group moves quickly, guided by Leo through the forest toward an old, forgotten structure on the edge of Ravenwood's boundaries. Leo explains that this is where the Seekers have gathered, preparing for the final ritual to activate the pendant's full power. As they approach, they see figures in long robes moving in and out of the building, chanting in a strange language. The air is thick with an oppressive energy, making it hard to breathe. Jason, there's no way we can just walk in there. What's the plan? Leo turns to Arif, placing a hand on his shoulder. You're the plan. We need to distract them long enough for you to get close to the ritual site. Once you're there, you'll have to use the pendant to stop them. Arif's heart pounds in his chest. This was it, the moment he'd been dreading. But he couldn't back down now. I'll do it. Scene 5. Into the heart of danger. With the plan in motion, Sarah, Jason, and Leo create a diversion, drawing the Seekers' attention away from the ritual. Arif moves quickly through the shadows, making his way to the heart of the structure. Inside, he finds a massive stone altar where the Seekers have gathered. At the center is a glowing crystal, pulsing with the same energy as his pendant. The leader of the Seekers, a tall figure with a silver mask, raises his arms toward the sky. The time has come. With the pendant's power, we will rewrite the world. We will bring balance, and the mistakes of the past will be erased. Arif steps forward, the pendant glowing brightly in response to the crystal's energy. Not if I stop you first. The leader turns, his eyes narrowing behind the mask. Foolish boy, you cannot control the power. It will consume you. Arif takes a deep breath, feeling the energy surge within him. We'll see about that. As the leader moves to activate the crystal, Arif channels the pendant's power, sending a shockwave of light across the room. The air hums with energy as the two forces collide, and the battle for the future of the world begins. Next episode preview. In episode 9, Arif faces off against the Seekers' leader in a battle of wills and power. With the fate of the world hanging in the balance, Arif must push himself to the limit to stop the ritual, but will he be able to control the pendant in time?